And we welcome you back to Sacramento. You look at the state capitol. We are at the Sleep Train Arena. We move now to the Division III Girls Championship. It'll be Lakeside representing Southern California. Sacred Heart Cathedral representing NorCal. Hi again, everybody. Barry Tompkins, Mary Murphy alongside. And this is going to be another one of those games where Lakeside comes in here an underdog. But you know what? They've been an underdog all year and keep winning.
That's absolutely. They beat 4 higher seeds to get here. They've never been to the state final. And when you look at Sacred Heart Cathedral, they've been here before. They are the #1 seed, so the expectation is they'd go home the winner. We'll see.
Let's talk about Lakeside for a moment. Emma Mayweather, even though they are some of the parts, Emma Mayweather, one of their leaders.
Absolutely. In recent games, had a triple-double. She can get it done in the paint. She's 6'4", averages a whole bunch of points. She can block shots. She makes a whole lot happen for this team. They will need her offense. They only give up 37 points a game defensively.
All right, let's talk about Sacred Heart Cathedral. Everything begins and usually ends with Imari Thomas.
Yeah, she's really special at 6'1" inside. She does so many things for this team. Shoots 53% from the floor. Had a monster game in the NorCal final. 25 points, 23 rebounds, and 4 blocks. We have a post game to keep our eye on this afternoon.
She is going to be a load to defend, but 6'4", 6'1" up in the front line for the Lakeside Lancers. Maya Victor at 6'1", Emma Merriweather, as we said, with Treon Thompson, Marissa Williams, and Kiara Barton in the backcourt. We talked already about Thomas. They got Hatfield, Smith, Silvestri, and Del Rosario. Silvestri and Del Rosario are the three-point threats. Let's meet the third member of our broadcast team. Here's Drew Schiller. Drew?
Well, as you guys alluded to, this game is a showdown between 2 programs with completely different histories. Lakeside opened its doors back in 2005, and the first full season of girls basketball was 2006-2007, and here the Lancers are in their first state title game less than 10 years later. Conversely, Sacred Heart Cathedral opened in 1852, and the girls basketball program is appearing in its 8th state title game. The Fighting Irish won 5 of their prior 7 appearances, but are looking for their first crown since 2008. And in order for that to happen, Coach LaRyan Russell told me moments ago that his team needs to increase the pace and make Lakeside uncomfortable. Barry?
All right, thanks, Drew. I remember that. I was in the class of 1859. Only the 3rd year of basketball. LaRyan Russell, of course, played at USF, played at Sacred Heart Cathedral back in 1997, then played his college ball at USF, spent 7 years playing professionally in Germany. He knows about shooting. He averaged 17 points a game while a pro, playing in a very tough European league.
You can bring a lot of wisdom back from playing over in Europe for sure.
And with that, we are set to go.
What wins the day, offense or defense? Sacred Heart Cathedral averages 57 points a game. Lakeside only gives up 37 a game.
And here's Thomas right now, and Thomas is what everybody's going to have to deal with today, and she scores right out of the box.
They will be laser focused on getting her the ball as often as possible.
This is Treon Thompson. Now Maya Victor down low to their big, and unable to answer that was Mayweather. And that time, the pass from Thomas off the hands of Karina Ramarino.
We expect her to be involved, and she is right away. Shoots 56% from 2-point range and gets into the book early.
This is Marissa Williams. Drop it down, and this time there for the basket was Emma Merriweather.
Beautiful post entry pass. Got it ball right where she needed it. Didn't have to think about it. Didn't have to put it on the floor.
6'4" junior. Now here's Thomas. She can handle. She steps out here.
Yeah, you name a position, she can play it. And the challenge is she draws 6'4" out on her.
A little bit off balance with that shot. The rebound down to Victor. And reaching in to tie her up on a very nice move was Ramarino.
And here's what you're talking about. We saw this in the first game. You have got to get rid of that thing and start moving yourself up the floor.
Treon Thompson penetrates, up with the right hand, score.
She's Feeling really good. She hit the game-winning free throws with 0.5 seconds in the regional final win over Orange Lutheran. That'll carry you for a while.
I'll say it will. Here's Thomas. They leave her this time. She's not often going to pull up from 3, but she can. On the deck this time is Del Rosario going to the basket, and a foul is called.
Well, the challenge is for Merriweather. Is she going to come all the way out there? You know she doesn't feel comfortable. Biggs, that's a big adventure when you're out that far. And just a beautiful job. Get in the paint and get the shot up early.
So Adina Del Rosario will go to the free throw line, and that hit everything and then went through.
Adina Del Rosario, free throw line.
This is a team that does not shoot a lot of threes. When they do, Del Rosario is one of the better perimeter shooters. 1 out of 2 for her.
She's taken the most from her team. Shoots about 32%, which is solid.
Keep her here, keep her here.
Thompson, now Victor. They bring her away from the basket. The skip pass this time off the hands of Kiara Barton.
Adina, move up, move up, move up, move up. Let's go, cross again, let's go, go, go.
This is Thomas. She's going to get a touch virtually every time. Banks it home.
Whatever you got.
Exactly. Here's Thompson again.
And confidence has a lot to do with taking and making a shot like that.
She's a volume shooter. She'll shoot at least 15 times. Victor with a nice look and a nice stroke.
Long distance. Only averages 5 points a game.
Here's Thomas again. Thomas just got right by Mayweather. A little hard off the window. Mayweather the rebound. Quick outlet to Thompson. Ahead it goes to Marissa Williams. And off the hands that time, out of bounds. It'll be the Irish ball.
Imari Thomas, 6'1", plays every position, the junior. So if you go behind the screen, she's going to take that. And then a little pop out. And Maya Victor, 6'1", she's a sophomore. Dialed in early.
This is Del Rosario. She'll play the point. Tried to drop it down. Nice job by Victor to step in front. 1-on-2, and Victor will wait for help. Thompson for 3. Off the right side, a miss. Thomas picks up the rebound and is fouled.
Might be important for Lakeside to just get their big some touches. Get Merriweather some touches. Maybe you can get Thomas into some early foul trouble, because anytime she spends on the bench will be extremely helpful to the Lakeside Lancers.
Jan Kellogg comes into the ball game for the first time. This is Kellogg with the ball. Kellogg up top to Fleming, and Fleming misses a 3 off the right side. Loose ball run down by Fleming again. Fleming sees the opportunity and knocks it down.
She's a very solid shooter. They like the ball in her hands when she's ready to go.
Keep her coming my way.
Here's Thompson, worked on by Kellogg. Now Barton. Victor off the window, had a nice touch, but couldn't quite get it to go, but there to clean it up is Merriweather. And right now, Lakeside hanging right in with Sacred Heart Cathedral.
Touches near the bucket for Merriweather have been very nice, feeding the ball right where she can take care of business.
Thomas, kick out this time for Fleming. Fleming dropped this one down. And unable to handle that. That time was Malaega.
Lakeside on the push.
Thompson end to end.
Very confident start from Lakeside again. Every game they have played in this state tournament has been to a higher seed. They've won all of them. And now you play the #1 seed.
Yeah, they're a very confident team coming in here. Fleming won't go. And a rebound to Merriweather. Quick outlet to Thompson. Thompson will slow things down a little bit here.
Especially when right in front of your coach, he's telling you what to do.
Yeah, like slow
down. You can't say you didn't hear it.
No, that's right. Thompson leaves for Victor. Now Barton. Back up top, Thompson.
That high screen and roll.
Thompson pulls the trigger again, this time a little bit hard. Run down by Kellogg. Ahead it goes this time, and fouled underneath was Dia Mayfield. We'll take a timeout. 2:55 remaining here in the first quarter. 4-point lead right now. We're coming back. Thompson going end to end. She did it a couple times. She has been the difference maker right now. The Lancers lead by 4. (11-7) ball game. Lakeside over Sacred Heart Cathedral. We're just getting started. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. And Ryan Russell going deep into his bench already. He's already played 10 people. Raina Smith in the game for the first time. Normally a starter for this team. And off the window and good, Mavaiga.
Nice out of bounds play. Out of the timeout. Well executed.
Victor, good defense that time by Mavaiga. Not Thompson. Thompson, nice crossover, tries to leave for Merriweather, and it's knocked out of bounds by Mavaiga, who's done a very nice job since coming on.
Yeah, that was a tough pass to receive it and then do something with. Just could not quite corral it. It's so tempting just to dump it inside when you have a 6'4" post player.
This is Fleming outside. Fleming steps in. Merriweather jumps out on her. Pass is knocked out of bounds, and Sacred Heart will keep the ball.
Again, Lakeside, a team that really prides himself on their defense. They've got size inside. They close out well on the 3, and they like to funnel all the drivers inside.
Raina Lasley comes into the lineup for the first time. Nice little job with the chicken wing there that she didn't get called for.
Yeah, 8 points a game. Nice contribution there.
That was Raina Smith. This is Marissa Williams. Good switch that time by Sacred Heart Cathedral. They get it to Victor, and Victor puts it up a little hard off the window, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Raina Smith.
Sometimes that indecision between backboard and rim.
Fleming missed everything. It's got to be out of bounds off of the Lancers. Thomas will come back for Sacred Heart Cathedral. Mavaiga, who had some good minutes, will leave.
Yeah, he's shuttling a lot of people in, getting them involved, getting them touches. It's a state championship. Let's get out there, get your feet wet, so you're ready to go later.
Dia Mayfield to inbound. There's Thomas down low, blocked by Victor, but she got Thomas with the body.
Inside, Victor, 6'1". Thomas is 6'1". So that interior defense is going to be so important against Thomas, the West Catholic Athletic League co-MVP.
I didn't see a lot of contact, to be really honest with you. Ariana Hatfield will come into the lineup for Sacred Heart. Brittany Martinez is on for the Lancers.
Some full court pressure. Looking for an opportunity to trap. Nothing there, just back it off.
This is Thompson. They want the ball in her hands.
And she's running the show. Averages 4 steals a game, 5 assists a game, 4 rebounds a game. Really fills up the stat sheet.
Going to get Raina Smith on the foul. A little bit too aggressive defensively. Merriweather going to come back into the Lancers lineup. Raina Lasley will leave. This is Marissa Williams.
An important scorer. She's 12 a game. You need to get her involved.
The floater on the run won't go. Victor fights for the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds to the Lancers. Lancers actually match up pretty well. Beautiful inbounds pass. And Thompson with the finish. They match up pretty well defensively because they do have 2 bigs. Nice job to cut off Thomas there. The miss from Fleming, the rebound to Merriweather.
Looking for the push here.
Here's Williams all the way to the basket.
Really outstanding recognition. Sacred Heart Cathedral really got caught forward, and they just pushed it right past them.
Hey! Cross, cross! You got it, go!
Looking to the coach for the play.
Yeah.
Cross!
Look how far out Merriweather has to go to guard her.
Hatfield with the shot off the left side, missed. Thompson the rebound.
Sacred Heart Cathedral really hasn't been able to play with the pace that Drew Schiller talked about in the open.
They like to extend the defense, and they really haven't been able to do that very well either. Here's Merriweather. Just a little hard, gets it back, and is a little harder. Williams misses, so 3 shots, and Merriweather's going to give another shot. Thompson from outside, it won't go, and finally, Thomas with the rebound.
First 2 games, we have seen the importance of knocking down those second opportunities.
Thomas pulls the trigger from NBA 3-point at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter, and a 2-point lead for Lakeside. So we'll jump off the track. End of the first period, 15-13 ball game. Lakeside, the underdogs in this game, with a 2-point lead. We're coming back. You're going to look at Anthony Williams in his 8th year as the coach of the Lakeside Lancers, and he's got his team rolling right now. They lead by a deuce as we start the second quarter. Sacred Heart Cathedral will have the first possession.
And Lake Elsinore, California is in western Riverside County. It was founded in 1888. And the lake is a freshwater lake, 3,000 acres in size, right off I-15.
They have one of the nicest minor league baseball parks there also.
And they're in their first state final. A lot of excitement in that town.
Absolutely. Thomas had a good look, passed it up, then draws a double team, tries to kick it out. Running it down this time is Del Rosario. Getting it in the lane, Mayfield tries to leave it this time for Mavaega, and it's blocked by Merriweather.
Much more comfortable inside with plays like that rather than roaming outside with Thomas.
Here's Thompson again. And a foul. Thompson doing everything right in this game.
6 points, only 1 turnover. The balls have been in her hands most of that first quarter.
Just a junior. She'll be back next year.
A lot of responsibility, the leading scorer, leading rebounder. You can hit the 3, do everything.
This is Williams.
Free her up, get her involved offensively.
Yeah, Williams and Thompson really almost like bookends. They do very much the same things. Victor outside, looked low, now comes back up top to Brittany Martinez.
Williams 4 points.
Missed that one off the left side. Thomas the rebound. Thomas going end to end here and scores.
There's not many players in the state that can do that. At 6'1", you rebound, you turn, and you just bust it right up the floor.
No foul, you're fine. Nope, you're fine, you're fine.
Very talented. Just a junior.
And the go-to person on this team. She got a hand on that ball, too. Get it ahead this time to Mayfield in the basket. Swatted away by Victor, who hit the basket, but fortunately, it's padded.
And great sportsmanship from Thomas to help her up. But you see Victor, she just ran right into the upright. Crumples on down, and look at the hand. Come on up. You don't see that much anymore. That's outstanding.
She's showing some tough, too. There's Thomas again. Drops this down for Mavaega. Turns on Merriweather, and that's over the top of the backboard. I'll tell you, Merriweather's a load down there, and she's pretty nimble.
Coach Russell, he is cool, calm, and collected on that bench.
He was that way as a player. Here's a trap, and a good trap, but a little too aggressive on the part of Daya Mayfield.
And Thompson just trying to stay alive out there. Every step she took, they just kept falling, shutting that thing down, shutting that thing down. And the bailout on the call.
Raina Smith back into the Sacred Heart lineup. Karina Ramarino leaves. Mayfield also leaves, and Fleming comes back.
Very aggressive man-to-man defense.
Knocked away by Thomas. Nice recovery because she was beat to the block that time by Merriweather, but she recovered nicely.
That's where you really want that bounce pass to come in on the baseline side.
Merriweather kick out. That's Williams. She can't get it to go. She's still looking for her first, and nice little reverse that time by Victor. Maya Victor, just a sophomore, showing some real skill.
I've got that she averages 5 points a game. I mean, is that really possible the way she's playing?
Doesn't look
she's
like it,
flying around. This is a tremendous effort to find the ball, know where you are on the floor, and make that shot under duress. Big time.
Well, the difference for Lakeside so far, 7 offensive rebounds, Mayor. Here's a steal. Coming the other way, this time is Del Rosario. Give it up to Fleming, back to Del Rosario for the basket.
Beautiful. 2-on-1. Just keep moving the basketball up the floor till you get the commitment from the defense, and then you have a layup. And this is what they want. Pressure, turning into running, and fast break and transition.
Victor again on the deck, and they're going to get her on an offensive foul. And she took a real shot once again. It's been a very physical game for Maya Victor.
Stepping in front, the steal, 2-on-1. Give it right back. Great teamwork. Then the offensive foul, Maya Victor. You can't decide ahead of time where you're going. You have to judge it by where the defense is. And boy, she's taking a pounding early, whether it's against human beings or backdrops.
Whatever it is. Still coming on doing her job on Thomas, though. Thomas open for the jumper, and it won't go. And there's Victor with a rebound.
She does average more than 10 rebounds a game, 4 blocks a game, so you love her activity.
Here she is again. Obviously has recovered now. She asked to come out of the game. And her substitute is at the scorer's table, but Victor's been very active since then. And once again, she took a shot. And now she will come out.
And you lead with that ball against a team like Sacred Heart Cathedral that's going to get down in that defensive stance. They're going to take it away from you.
Jan Kellogg comes back into the ball game.
You can see how out of breath Victor is. She's playing hard. See ya.
Putting it on the deck to the basket. Williams too hard off the window, but she'll go to the free throw line.
Fouls on Sacred Heart. Number 20, Raina Smith. At the free throw line for Lakeside. Number 32, Marissa Williams.
Marissa Williams hit 2 free throws with a half a second left when Lakeside put a stop to a ferocious second half rally from Orange Lutheran and won that game 35-34. It was at Ontario Colony High School. Making free throws.
Yeah.
If you make them, you win. If you don't, you lose.
That's the truth. 2-point lead Lakeside. There's Thomas to the basket. Too hard off the window, gets it back. And a nice block by Merriweather. Still comes back into the hands of Sacred Heart, and a foul is going to be called.
Not many teams have a 6'4" enforcer inside, and Emma Merriweather, the junior, making great strides with her footwork, her shot making, but boy, inside defensively, you've got to know where she is. Do a nice job of subbing her out too and getting her a quick rest.
Down low, Thomas again, still won't go. She can't find it. Another try won't go, but she'll go to the free throw line, get the foul on Victor.
Defensively, nothing good happens if you don't secure the rebound on a one and done, because you're either going to give up a second opportunity or you're going to start accumulating a whole lot of fouls inside.
Thomas struggling mightily right at the moment. Again, a look at Anthony Williams. 145 wins, 87 losses in his 8 years at Lakeside. And as Drew Schiller told us earlier, this program has only been around for 9 years.
Don't move it, but turn your body sideways. There you go, now you see everything.
68% free throw shooter.
Thompson again, now Williams.
Good catch.
Sure was.